Leaders are born that way, right? That's the headline of this nugget. And I like to start the nuggets off with a joke. Again, if you want to send jokes in, we'll use yours. But in the meantime, I'm just finding stuff. So here's the joke. If I died and went straight to hell, it would take me at least a week to realize I wasn't at work anymore. If you're feeling like that, maybe a leadership course would help you. So in this nugget, I'm going to set the stage for several future nuggets, as well as talk about what I'm doing recently to invest in myself to become a better leader and why I decided to do that. Hopefully, this will encourage you to invest more in yourself so that you can become a better leader as well. So around 15 years ago or so, I was working for a big corporate F&I and insurance company, and I had a boss that was a great guy and was also young and ambitious. Over the years of knowing him, there was no doubt he was going to climb high on the ladder of success. Like every relationship, we had some friction, and he was strong-willed like I was, so we'd butt heads from time to time. Back then, I thought he was a little too high-strung, and I also thought he cared more about his goals than mine, but that was just my younger, immature perception to an extent. So anyway, we moved on in our careers and lost touch for the most part. And then you fast forward about 12-ish years from when we worked together. He was brought in to run the sales division of a big partner of ours. And I wasn't sure he would be the right fit for that culture, mainly because I was being judgmental and living in the past. And the first year when I was watching him or so, it looked to me like maybe I was right. What's amazing though in my mind, and the point of this story, is that the second year-ish went by and his leadership growth and ability to connect with and motivate people absolutely blew my mind. Literally. It was a flat-out amazing experience to watch him work, to the point where I really started to admire how he was leading people and the impact he was having on people and organizations. I wanted to have some of what he had. And one night at an award ceremony, we were there together, and I went up and told him how absolutely I was impressed with him and how much he grew as a leader in such a short time frame. I also asked him how he did it. And a long story short, he told me that he took a leadership course that changed his entire outlook on leadership and life. Bingo! I was super excited to hear this. So this leadership program was the Executive Leadership Deep Dive at Case Western University in Cleveland, and that's the one that I enrolled into. That night, myself and the president of the company that this guy worked for, we both agreed that we would take that class together. We both wanted what my old boss and his national sales director had. So I enrolled and have been taking this same program throughout this year, and I'm ready to start sharing some of those nuggets, the profound nuggets I'm learning from them with you. So over the next many nuggets, I'm going to share some of that information with you that I'm learning from some of the top business people and doctors and scientists in the leadership and business field. It's probably not what you think, too. I know it wasn't what I thought it would be. So in wrap up, what's my point? What's the nugget in here? The nugget is to think about this week investing in yourself as a leader of people. I've heard many good things about leadership courses for years, and they're being put on basically in every part of the country, so you have access to these here. I've spoken to many guys that have enrolled in these similar type of leadership programs or groups, and they all rave about the experience and benefits. Like the gentleman in my story here, instead of thinking about it and finding excuses not to do it, I enrolled in a leadership course just like he did, and I'm so glad that I did. It will not be the last leadership program that I take either. So I recommend you look into leadership courses for yourself for sure. Or if you have leaders working for you, consider investing in their growth through a leadership program. If you'd like to learn more about the Case Western Reserve program that I'm in, reach out to me directly. I'd love to talk to you about it. Last thing we do in Nuggets is recommend a book. So in this nugget, I'm going to recommend Resonant Leadership. And that's because it's the first book or homework assignment I got from this Leadership Deep Dive program. And it was written by Dr. Richard Boyatzis and Dr. Annie McKee. Dr. Boyatzis is one of the guys that is a big instrument in this program, LDD, and he's one of the professors that teaches in it. And this book has taught me a lot on leadership. So check it out. It's only 304 pages, so it's not a long read. It's not a short read, but pretty easy to get through. And think about this nugget for the week.